so many barbarians have been smashed. I smashed them into pieces. What is up, guys? Shinchi42 here. Today's video of Rise of Kingdoms, we're just going to be participating for the MGE stage 2. So this is going to be the barbarian events, and I'm gonna tell you guys what I'm doing to prepare getting into the stage 3, which is the gathering event. So in this video, we're gonna show 2 stages and how I'm gonna approach them, and then how I'm gonna be trying to win this event. So for this MGE, it's going to be the Cid MGE. So I really need this since I am building towards the archer specific units. So guys, if you want to see more content about Rise of Kingdoms, subscribe to this channel, turn the notification on. So right now, so you guys can see on the stage 2, I ranked 2nd right now. Oh my god, I've never grinded so much in my life, except for the Martyrs event for the pre-KVK stages. Oh my god, I have grinded so much in here. So I have 2 million points. This is the highest points I've ever done for the MGE event, because I'm so desperately wanting to get the Cid sculpture here. Now the first place for overall ranking is 41 million. I've only like 5 million here. I don't know how I'm gonna get there, but I'm just gonna have to keep on grinding for the barbarians. So I have to defeat the barbarians as much as I can. The good thing about this event is that there's 3 things going on. I have the MGE going on, which is I'm going to be benefiting on the rewards. Second is the strategic reserve is also going on. So the more I defeat barbarians, the more supply boxes I receive. So with that, it's going to be mutually beneficial for me to compete for the event. So another thing is that we have the Lost Kingdom event as well for the honor roll. Now for this one, I can gain points by defeating barbarians. Currently, we can only defeat level 26 to level 30. So that's going to be 5 honor points. So sadly, we haven't seen the 31 to 35. I think it's going to take a while with the kingdoms, or Lost Kingdoms progression. So what I'm doing right now is, I'm trying to defeat as much as I can so that I can gain as much points for the Mightiest Governor. And then we're just pretty much doing all the free-to-play basic stuff that we need to do. So when we get into stage 4, which is the power event, I can just use my speed up and hopefully it would push me through to the next level. So for stage 3, I actually have my gatherer sent out already, and we're going to talk about that a little bit here. Now, what I do right now, I have 4 dispatches. And I have 1 that is gathering, and I'm going to tell you why I'm gathering right now, and what's my approach to it, and how I'm doing it, and what type of commanders I'm using, and the talent for that as well. And also, what is my future goal for my gatherers? Okay, so for now, let's go ahead and try to defeat some barbarians, and I'm going to explain you what I've been doing here. Now, you can always defeat level 30 barbarians, because when you're trying to defeat level 30 barbarians, then your action point is more value for the bucks, right? Because you're getting more rewards that way and more experience. So the meaning is that is your HP is going to drop faster compared to like if you're defeating at level 26 barbarians, which in terms you get the same points for everything, because in the level 20, if you're defeating level 26 barbarians, you're going to be getting 4,000 points in here in the MGE, and the same thing as in the honor all, because you're going to be on the same bracket. So 26 to 30 is 5 honor points. So you can decide and choose if you want to do that. So let's go ahead and attack this real quick. So one thing I love with YSG is that I'm always saving action points, at least 1 unit action point that I'm saving. So for YSG, sometimes when there's a cluster, I don't even have to reuse his action point to target a barbarian, which is amazing. So let me tell you guys what I'm doing here. So if you guys have been paying attention with my commanders right now, you can see I have a lot of supporting commanders, what I've been doing. I kind of realized this kind of in the middle to the late stage of this event, to where, like I said, why am I not utilizing my support commanders? So I'm going to talk about it real quick for now. So with my supporting commanders, as you guys can see, this is my layout right now. I have my Yi and Richard. So I want them to be kind of like the core of the team. So Yi and Richard would be the core of the team. I never have to like send them back home, because they just heal throughout. So I also have Lohar and Cleopatra. What this thing is going to do is that it's going to heal. So you will see in here, while they are battling, once my Lohar and Cleo comes in, she is going to start healing the troops around her, which is going to benefit me to last longer into this battlefield. Now I also have a Joan of Arc. So the Joan of Arc here is that you can see she is giving us buff. So I made sure that I pair her with a skills commander, which is going to generate more rage, which is like Boudica. This is a perfect one. And also Boudica also has a rage regeneration. So that's why I'm doing it. Okay, let me cancel this for the Yi. So there we go. You can see, guys, I'm saving a lot of action points in here by just having Yi Songye here. Now, if you look at Boudica, she has a Rage Restore passive skill here. So Boudica restores 50 Rage and heals some of the slightly wounded units, healing factor C. So this is really, the healing is also compounding with Joan of Arc, because Joan of Arc also has a healing here. Now I need to get Joan of Arc last skill so that I can get more normal attack damage bonus. But this is the Divine Revelation, which is the buff that Joan of Arc is doing, and she is also gaining some rage as well when she casts this skill. So basically this is great because it's supporting every single dispatch units that you have, and what it does is that, you know, basically helps you to last longer into the battlefield. So what that means is that you won't have to go back to your city and replenish your troops. Then you're actually saving your action points, because the longer your troops are in the battlefield, the less action points you're using in total. Also, don't forget that you need to use your peacekeeping commanders. With your peacekeeping commanders, you're actually going to gain a lot of damage, extra damages towards the barbarians and neutral units, and also you're also going to get some experience points. So for like using Lohar with the peacekeeping, I'm already getting his Lohar's trial, which is I'm getting experience points, and same as for Boudica, you can get XP as well for here. Another thing is that in their talent tree, you get the action point reduction in here, and then you also get a quick study, which is going to increase the experience points obtained, and also you're getting some trophy hunter, which is going to increase your level 1 resource pack C. So this is going to be it. So right now I have 91,000 level 1 resource pack C. Currently now my standing right now in the Lost Kingdom have went up, so now I'm rank 15, which is awesome because that's my goal. My goal is to try to reach to the rank 20, because I want to have this permanent skin, which is going to be a massive boost. Because if you look into the skin, you have to go back to your city and then go back to here. If you look at the buff for that, Twilight Falls, you get plus 5% skill damage and plus 5% XP gains. My specialty isn't really on infantry, so I don't really care about this. I'm more into the skills damage for having YSG, and this is good with the commander XP gain plus 5%. So I really want to get this. I mean, also it's an achievement thing. It's a bragging rights to getting into the top 20 at least. So currently now, as I am recording, my MGE points now is 2.5 million, and I have now ranked 6th overall. So I'm going to try to push. Realistically, I think I can push into maybe 4th, probably not 3rd, or maybe I can push up to 3rd, but I don't think 2nd would be possible with the barbarian grinding that I have to do. So another thing is that I'm going to be running out of action points at some point. I'm going to be draining as much as I can, and I do have this event called Past Glory, so at some point I will be donating a lot more in here and obtain some of these Crusader supply chests. I heard that you can get a lot of good action points out there, so that will be my replenishing factor. And just to give you guys an advice real quick here is that, you know, complete your daily objectives and get that basic action point recovery, and purchase the, where is that, the daily supply offer. Purchase the Treasure of Kings because you get action points recovery there. And you actually should be doing this also, this last part of the daily objectives, because you're getting a magic box. In the magic box, sometimes you would get some action point recovery over there as well. So let me talk about the gatherers that I have. So I told you guys I'm gathering right now. So I'm gathering gold because gold is going to be the highest, well, second to the highest points are going to generate for you during the gathering event. So for gathering event, I've already sent my dispatch here. So as you can see, I have Sarka and Constance here. I have actually used my troop expansion here, so it's a perfect timing because I was doing other things when I had to use my troop expansion anyway, so I might as well like start gathering at that time. So I have my troop expansion here with the Sarka and Constance, and she is going to gather about 7 million load that she can carry. 7 point, I forgot how many, but it's about 7 million load. So I don't know how far I can get there, but I'm gonna try to gather as much load as I can. Actually, maybe it's 8 million. So here, let's take a look. So I'm gonna pull her back and then camp in here, and you can gather so we can see how much load that she can handle. So she can handle 8 million, 8.6 million loads. So I don't know if I can maximize all those 8.6 million gold. So that's the downfall of it. But I wish I have more dispatch. If I had more dispatch, I would be actually be farming right now. But for now, I'm just trying to get more points towards the barbarians at this stage. Now, another thing that I have to want to talk about is that my Sarka is actually level 43. Why am I leveling up my Sarka? I really want to get into the fresh recruit so that I can have more troop capacity, and then whenever I send them towards to this type of event, I should have done this event a little bit earlier. I should have done this like maybe 3 days or 2 days earlier, and then I could just like keep camping, and then just by the time that's gonna be a gathering event, and then I can claim all those 8 million resources and gain massive amount of points that way. Another thing you can do is to start farming for gems. I believe gems gives you 150 points, and I forgot how much does the gold gives us for the point system wise. And you can also gather stone, because stone is going to be benefit you a lot as well. But for now, we're gathering these gold, which is going to benefit us in 2 ways, right? In 2 ways, to where actually in 3 ways. So we're gathering the gold, which is going to benefit me for points for the MGE gathering event. Second, I can use it for the post glory. I can dump it over there, my gold over here. And another thing is that when I am doing my research, I'm going to be needing a lot of gold. So most people don't think about this or realize that gold is a very valuable resource, because you will need it for research, for heavy research. You can see 1.5 million gold. And as far as you get into the research, the more costly it is that it becomes. In addition to that, when you're trying to heal high tier units like T4 or T3 units, you're going to need a lot of gold if you want to survive in the battlefield, if you want to continue to fight. And if you just, not if you're not farming gold and you don't have a reserve of gold, you're gonna be doomed. So another thing here is that I'm using Constance as a secondary commander, so it's going to give me plus 10% after I gather these resources. So it's going to give me an additional bonus. So let's say we've gathered 8 million resources, so it's going to be 10% of that, which is going to be 800,000 resources. So that's a massive amount of resources that we're gonna get. So guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'm gonna keep on grinding to get to the rank 1 of this event for the stage 2 for barbarians. I think I can do it. I only need a few more points in here, and I'm just gonna keep on grinding on that one. I'm gonna get as much point as I can and get as much point I can on the stage 3 as well, and then hopefully in stage 4 I can compete as much. 2 stages here is the free-to-play stages, the stage 2 and stage 3. So a lot of the basic practice that you need to do. So here I am, and I'm gonna try to do my best, and I'll keep you guys updated on what happens next. Don't forget, guys, to give this video a thumbs up. Yes, guys, I am ranked number 1 for the first freaking time on a Mightiest Governor stage event. I have never grinded so much in my entire life of playing this game, but this time I grinded so freaking hard. Rank 1, this is a memorable moment for me. 3 million points for defeating barbarians. Oh my god, so many barbarians have been smashed. I smashed them into pieces. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Rank 1, hopefully I can maintain this rank 1, and I'm gonna keep moving up the ranks. I'm gonna be trying to reach, oh my goodness, I am gonna be reaching the rank 5 overall really close. So I am super excited.